The cage door has been locked behind these competitors, and standing in each other's way from escape, we see Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. Then the opposing team is, of course, filled with Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman.
Each superstar now surrounded by unforgiving steel, still uncertain as to how the cage will factor into their strategies.
There are a few decisions to be made when you enter a cage match. You can become transfixed with fear, or you can use the cage to your advantage.
Oh my God!
Headbutt to the back of the neck. Loving blow. Braun Strowman faltering some.
Down, what a gourd buster.
Wicked clothesline. The steel cage contains all the disdain superstars have for one another. Corey, what does the superstar have to do to come out on top?
You need to be keenly aware of the situation at all times. There are a number of ways to win this match, and you have to know which to attempt and when. True words have never been spoken. If your opponent is prone on the ground, you have to assess the situation. They might have the power to kick out, but not quite enough energy to stop you from an escape. If they're far from the door, walking out might be a better option than the climb.
Certainly plenty of variables on the table in this match tonight.
Legs up.
Headbutt to the gut!
Making the big climb towards victory.
Making the climb up the cage. Here he goes. At the top, but he still has a way to go to end this. He's working toward making his escape. He can almost taste the win in this cage match.
He doesn't want to spend too much time up there.
Looking pretty precarious up there at the top.
And would you look at that? He could be well on his way to escaping the steel cage.
This is the moment for him. This is how winners are made.
Close to escaping. Top of the cage. Pulling them back in. Saving the matchup.
It's going to take a lot of willpower to make it all the way to the top. Looking for a grip to get themselves over the cage. Feels like it's opportune time to get out of here.
And he's thrown from the cage down to the mat.
Oh, that was a devastating fall. Needs to be careful, though. Every movement is a dangerous one.
And victory looking more and more likely for him now in this steel cage match.
The longer he's up there, the more fear starts to seep into the mind.
Spinning heel kick.
Oh, caught that one with his face, and Braun Strowman is bleeding.
Oh, face full of steel.
In search of some footing to make this huge climb.
He's making haste climbing up the cage wall. He's nearly there. Just a few more sure-footed steps, and he's victorious.
All he has to do is drop down to the floor, and his hand will be raised.
Uncorks an uppercut.
Bam! Getting ever so close to the very peak of the steel cage. Punishing stretch.
Boom impact.
The sprint up the cage is on.
Face first into the cage.
And every inch climb puts you in a more perilous position. Oh, man.
Oh, right in there. He's making his way up the side of the cage. He's nearly there. Just a few more sure-footed steps, and he's victorious.
And now the climb down could be more petrifying than the climb up.
Takes incredible guts to make this climb.
And he hits the mat with a thud.
Yeah, he's going to have to try something else now.
Fortitude being tested with every step. Ooh, stinging kick. Uh-oh. Locked and loaded.
Here comes the big dog. That kick will stop you in your tracks. The big dog setting it up. We're about to see it. Spear.
Can that finish the beast off?
The monster among men with a roar to the audience.
Heading up and maybe heading out.
And now he has finally been able to reach the top of the cage. He's working toward making his escape. He can almost taste the win in this cage match.
He just has to swing that leg over.
And as he continues to climb the side of the cage, you have to think his confidence is starting to build.
Looks like he's having trouble getting that other leg over.
Strowman glaring at his soon-to-be victim.
And did you hear the impact of that?
Gotta wonder if the stamina is there to make it all the way. Is this the right time? Is this the right moment?
He's made it to the top, but can he finish? And would you look at that? He could be well on his way to escaping the steel cage.
Heck of a view from up there, but he'll enjoy a view from the...
All the way from the top of the cage. Can they make the escape?
Not safe up there. This fight continues. It's going to take a lot of willpower to make it all the way to the top.
Trying to make...
Winding up. Boom! Samoan spike. That's one for Sikoa before. Getting ever so close to the very peak of the steel cage.
The tribal chief taking a moment to compose himself.
Looks more like taking a moment to gloat.
There he is, at the top of the cage, still with a long way to go. And victory looking more and more likely for him now in this steel cage match.
Oh, it's not safe being up there.
And he pulls him back into the cage.
He's going to be kicking himself for that.
All the way from the top of the cage. Can they make the escape?
Not safe up there. This superstar dragging them back down to continue this fight. Is this the right time? Is this the right moment?
The monster of all monsters turning his gaze towards the crowd.
That didn't go as Solo pictured.
Gotta wonder if the stamina is there to make it all the way. Pulls the leg. Oh, my God. This is not gonna end well.
Power bomb! And a hellacious fall from the cage.
Yeah, he's going to have to try something else now.
Boom. Oh, oh. Ouch.
And a collision in the corner.
And now he's starting to make his way up the cage.
And Roman Reigns demanding acknowledgement from the WWE Universe.
Better be quick about it. Not much time to get over. Needs to be careful, though. Every movement is a dangerous one. Strowman striking fear into the heart of his opponent.
And here we go. He's headed up the cage. And as he continues to climb the side of the cage, you have to think his confidence is starting to build.
This is the moment for him. This is how winners are made.
He's nearly there. Just a few more sure-footed steps, and he's victorious.
He doesn't want to spend too much time up there.
Oh, strong impact.
And you can see the effects of that on Sikoa's face now.
In search of some footing to make this huge climb.
And now he's at an impasse at the top of the cage. And would you look at that? He could be well on his way to escaping the steel cage.
Well, it's not safe being up there.
All progress up the cage comes to an end.
You gotta be faster.
Ooh.
Strowman just such a monstrous sight to behold.
Unceremoniously set right back down to the canvas.
That's a tough break at this point in the match.
Oh, man, right to the esophagus.
The beast now is being contained.
Solo stifling the opposition now.
Strowman telling his opponent to come get these hands. Oh, a headbutt right to the shoulder.
That's using your noggin.
Ooh, vicious headbutt.
Winding up. Boom! Samoan spike. Solo can end this now.
Roman Reigns giving the people in attendance the chance to acknowledge him.
Heading up and maybe heading out.
Strowman glaring at his soon-to-be victim.
And victory looking more and more likely for him now in this steel cage match.
Fought so hard to be in this position, but he's only halfway to victory.
And at the very top, he gets a grip on him.
He was halfway home.
Close to escaping, top of the cage, pulling them back in, saving the
Revenge crime puts you in a more perilous position.
Okay, already, we get it. Stop looking for adulation from the crowd and get back into the fight. Oh!
Looking for a grip to get themselves over the cage.
Power bomb! Oh, no. He comes off the cage and lands right back in the ring.
He's going to have to try something else now.
Absolutely no respect from Roman Reigns.
Victory's within his grasp. Can he somehow crawl out of the door?
Just fighting to make it out to the floor and escape this cage.
Putting an end to the escape here, and that definitely made solid impact.
The Tribal Chief oozing disdain for his opponent.
And there was some force on that move. Pulled in for a
Belly to belly.
and his torso continues to be targeted.
That could be disrupting the flow of air at this point.
Ooh.
This isn't the smartest thing to do, antagonizing your opponent instead of attacking him.
We might have a successful escape on our hands.
And Roman Reigns demanding acknowledgement from the WWE Universe.
And he did it. Big win inside the cage.
Here are your winners, Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa.
And somehow, some way, we have a winner.
But they are feeling the effects of that brutal cage.
They say when you know, and I know there's